Efficiency. When a company announces they're focused on efficiency, pop the champagne if you're a shareholder. Start updating your resume if you're an employee, because efficiency has never, not once in the history of American business, meant that workers were going to get more. It means they're going to need fewer of you. Efficiency is a beautiful word. Clean, neutral, mathematical. It sounds like progress. It sounds like a better mousetrap. It doesn't sound like a pink slip, but that's exactly what it is, dressed up in the language of optimization. Every time a CEO stands in front of a camera and says, "We are committed to operational efficiency," somewhere in a conference room, someone is counting heads and figuring out which ones can be replaced by a machine that doesn't need health insurance. This isn't new. This is the whole story. The cotton gin made one worker do the job of 50. 49 people went home. The assembly line made cars faster and cheaper and turned skilled craftsmen into button pushers who were easier to replace. The automated switchboard killed an entire profession overnight. Thousands of telephone operators, mostly women, mostly working class, went from essential to obsolete in the time it took to install a machine. ATMs replaced bank tellers. Self-checkout replaced cashiers. Automated phone systems replaced customer service reps. GPS replaced navigators. Spreadsheets replaced entire accounting departments. Every single time, the press release called it an efficiency. Every single time, someone cleaned out their desk. Now here's the part they always say next. Yes, but new technology creates new jobs. And sometimes that's even true. The automobile killed the horse and buggy industry and created mechanics, road builders, and gas stations. The internet killed the travel agent and created web developers and digital marketers. So yes, some doors open, but here's what they leave out. The new jobs require different skills, in different cities, paying different wages. The 50-year-old textile worker in North Carolina whose mill just installed automated looms was not going to become a software engineer in Austin. That door opened for someone else's kid, not for her. Now we are standing at the biggest efficiency moment in human history. Artificial intelligence doesn't just replace hands, it replaces minds, paralegals, radiologists, accountants, journalists, coders, truck drivers, 3.5 million of them, watching autonomous vehicles get better every single quarter. Customer service, financial advising, teaching, writing. The white-collar world that survived every previous wave of automation is now directly in the crosshairs, and the companies implementing it are not calling it a layoff. They're calling it the commitment to efficiency. Nobody is against progress. Nobody wants to go back to doing math by hand or sorting mail by zip code. But we have never, as a society, seriously asked the question, when the machine takes the job, where does the person go? We just called it efficient and moved on to the next quarter. The machine doesn't spend money in your town. The machine doesn't coach Little League. The machine doesn't need the diner on Main Street to stay open. But the worker did, and the worker is gone. Follow for more. Share this before the algorithm writes it for us.